Tottenham missed out last year. Now he'll cost £35 million. Is he worth it? Let's dive into what this player could bring to North London. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Tottenham target Patrick Dorgu is likely to cost £35 million should he leave Lecce in the coming months. That's according to Sky Italy journalist Francesco Modugno, who has insisted the 20-year-old could have joined Tottenham or Chelsea already last year. Dorgu has been impressing at Lecce since joining the Italian club from Norgel and U19 SS in July last year, with 4 goals and 1 assist in 47 games to date after 4 goals in 38 for the Primavera side. He's considered one of the rising stars in Italian football and has several clubs keeping a close eye on his development in Serie A. Tottenham are one of them, having been linked with a move last season and continued to monitor the winger over this year. Indeed, several reports over the last month have insisted that Tottenham continue to hover for the youngster after previously showing an interest. The growing belief is that Dorgu's suitors will move for the Lecce man sooner rather than later, with Napoli currently the most interested. If that happens, then Modugno says they'll need £35 million to get a deal done, adding that Tottenham could have already signed the player a year ago if they'd wanted to. Can Dorgu really go to Napoli? I know one thing, in Lecce they are sure to make the highest capital gain ever in the Corvino era, he said. The boy could have gone to Tottenham and Chelsea last year, and Lecce could sell him for £35 million. Patrick is predestined. In a recent interview I did with the former Salento coach Gotti, the coach confided in me that God wanted him to play football. He has infinite technical and physical means. In short, whoever wants him must pay at least a lot of money. There is no doubt that Napoli likes him, but he interests all the big clubs, especially the English ones, who are looking carefully at a player like him, a very young player, good in the trident, and who can also operate further back, even capable of scoring. Spurs reportedly face a major battle with a few of their Premier League rivals for one of their top midfield targets. The player in question is Hugo Larsson, who is quickly emerging as a star at Eintracht Frankfurt, with Florian Plettenberg revealing earlier this month that Tottenham are one of the sides keen on landing the player. However, the journalist explained that Frankfurt want to keep the 20-year-old until the summer and are well protected since his contract at the club runs until 2029. Christian Falk has now offered an update on Larsson's future in his daily briefing, with the journalist revealing that Spurs have been keeping an eye on the youngster since April. However, he explains that the Lily-Whites might now have to contend with competition from both Arsenal and Liverpool for the midfielder. The journalist claims that it would take an offer of £70 million to prize the Swedish international away from Deutsche Bank Park. Falk adds that of the 3 Premier League clubs, Tottenham could be the most serious suitor for Larsson, as the Lily-Whites were keen to sign a deep-lying playmaker in the summer. If Falk's latest information is to be believed, Tottenham would have to shatter their transfer record to land Larsson. As talented as the Swede is, it remains to be seen if Spurs would spend £70 million on a position where they are fairly well stocked with Yves Bissouma, Rodrigo Bentancur and Archie Gray. Ange Postecoglou might prioritise reinforcing his defence and signing a direct winger in January. Tottenham return to long-awaited action this weekend following the international break. And matches certainly do not come tougher than a trip to Manchester City. While most teams across the Premier League will not fancy their chances of emerging with any points from a trip to the Etihad Stadium, Spurs might feel that they stand a chance of doing so. Following Tottenham's embarrassing loss to Ipswich Town at home, Postecoglou desperately needs a result, and he will be counting on a player who has consistently delivered the goods this season. The player in question is Dejan Kulusevski, who has undoubtedly been Spurs player of the season so far, while many of those around him have failed to play at a high standard on a consistent basis. The Swede loves playing City, getting 2 assists when the 2 sides met in the Carabao Cup, with Spurs winning the tie too, 1 to secure their place in the final 8 of the competition. Those assists took the 24-year-old's tally to 7 goal contributions in 7 appearances against Pep Guardiola's side, and he has now explained why he loves going up against the Premier League champions. Kulusevski told Football Skanalen, "I love playing against City. I love facing the best players in the world. I love playing against the best teams. If you beat those teams, then you know you can be there." We have seen plenty of evidence that Kulusevski loves playing in high-profile matches and often stands up to be counted in these types of encounters. The former Juventus man is the kind of personality who loves the big stage, and Tottenham will be reliant on him to help them win the midfield battle and hurt City going forward. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with all things Tottenham, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications on our latest content. Don't forget to like this video and share it with fellow Spurs supporters. Let's grow our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!